Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hi, we are at one of Atlanta's premier pet supply supermarkets, the City Dog Market. It's noted for its holistic and healthy and nutritional pet foods and supplies, but it also has these wonderful shampoo stations. So today, Bendy's gonna get a shampoo. Come on, let's get wet. Come on. I'm Dr. Pat White, owner of the Atlanta Veterinary Skin and Allergy Clinic, and today we're going to be talking about shampoo therapy. You know, I prescribe a lot of shampoo therapy for my patients. It's because it's one of the most important forms of therapy that I have to prescribe. The skin is where the problem is, and shampoo therapy allows me to get the medication to the skin quickly from head to toe, and it really helps you get your pet better. But it's no fun if you have to struggle to do shampoo therapy, and sometimes it can be difficult. So today I'm going to give you some guidelines on how to make shampoo therapy for your pet easy and maybe even fun. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the supplies that you need for shampooing. You can shampoo your pet in a variety of places. In your home, it can be in the shower, it can be in the bathtub, it can be outside in a little wading pool, and we'll talk about that later. But the most important thing to consider is gathering everything up together, getting everything together before you start your shampoo process so that you don't have to stop with your pet in the tub to go and get something. So what I recommend is getting a bucket, just a plastic bucket that you can get from the dollar store, and putting everything in it. That way, when you're finished, everything goes in the bucket, you put it away. When you're ready for your next shampoo, you just go get the bucket, and you know that everything's in place. So what I've got is what I like to use when I shampoo an animal. And I think the first thing is make sure you've got some clothes that you don't mind getting wet, and some non-slip shoes, either sneakers, not sandals, not flip-flops, something that's solid that can get a grip on a slippery floor or on a wet floor. In this bucket, I have an apron, so if you don't like to get wet, and you will get wet when you shampoo your pet, then an apron is probably a good thing to have. The other thing that you need to have is just one of these slip leashes, something that you can secure your pet so that your hands are free when you start to shampoo. You don't want a tight leash, and you don't really want them to wear their regular cloth or nylon collars. You want to take that off so that you can really shampoo them nicely from head to toe. So I'm going to start pulling some things out of this bucket so that you can see what all we have. If you have sensitive skin and you think that the shampoo is going to bother you, then a pair of rubber gloves are also something to have. I usually just use my bare hands. If you're going to shampoo your pet at home, it's a good idea to get a non-slip mat to go in the bottom of the tub. And again, dollar store is great for this stuff. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but you do need to have these things to protect your pet. And this goes in the bottom of the tub so that your pet has a solid footing and feels secure when you put them in the tub. Then the other thing that you need if you're going to shampoo them in the tub is what I call the rinse bucket. So you have the bucket to carry everything in, and then an old pitcher that you can use to fill up and gently pour the water over your pet when you're rinsing them. One thing to remember when you're shampooing an animal, especially if they're not used to the process, is that you need to move slowly, and you need to have as many things that might scare them or upset them out of the way. So turning on and off the water is one thing that you don't want to do. If you can fill the tub up maybe 2 or 3 inches with water, or have the bucket and the pitcher with rinse water in it so that you don't have to turn the water on and off during the process, that really helps. But you want all of the things that you're going to need for the shampoo. So in this pitcher I have a brush, a comb if you have a long-haired dog, a shampoo mitt if you want it. These have little bristles on it so that you can really scrub and sort of loosen up the dead skin, and it's a massage. A lot of times animals love this process once they realize what's going to happen. I have clients tell me that their dogs actually step into the tub when it's time for the shampoo, because it really is a massage. It's a massage that you're giving to your dog. So the other thing that I have in this bucket is shampoo, and I'm going to take this bucket off the table so that I can put these things on the table. There's shampoo, and then I usually have a little container that contains all of the other accoutrements that I'm going to want for the shampoo. So there are nail trimmers, and depending on the size of your animal, you're going to either want to get the big super duper size. A lot of owners are afraid of this and don't want to do it, so if it's something that you don't want to do, take your pet to your groomer or to your veterinarian and have them trim the nails. But if you are comfortable with doing it, you need to make sure you have the right size and the right kind. And there'll be a different video to show you how to trim the nails of your pet. But I have in here everything that I think I may need for this process. So the clippers are in here. I have a pair of little hemostats, and you can get these from PetSmart, Petco, Doctors Foster and Smith online or wherever, but they're just small hemostats or forceps to be able to remove a grass on, a tick, or something like that when you find it on your pet. Ear cleaning solution. If your veterinarian has prescribed something to clean the ears with, during the shampoo is the perfect time to do it. Put the solution in before you do the shampoo, shampoo your pet, and then it's sat in there long enough to soften any debris that may be in the ear, and then clean the ear at the end of the shampoo process. I have cotton balls, and I'll show you what to do with those a little bit later. If there's any medication that you may need to administer or place in the ears, that's also should be in your bucket. And then the very final thing that I think all owners should have is artificial tears ointment, something to go in the eye to protect the eye from soap and water. Okay, so now you've got everything in your bucket. So there are a few more things that you're going to need for the shampoo process. One of the things is towels. You need some nice, heavy, fluffy, drinkable towels that are going to drink up the water. And I use this blue towel sort of as a squeegee. I use it to remove the excess water after the shampoo and before I use the towel to dry the animal out. It allows you not to get as much water in your towel. But a towel you're going to need, and if you are shampooing your pet at home, you're going to want to, and you decide to, say, use the sink, you're going to want to get one of these inexpensive spray nozzles that you can get from the drugstore, the dollar store, the grocery store carries these even. This one actually fits a sink. If you don't have a spray nozzle at the sink, this makes the process a whole lot easier. This particular one actually fits the bathtub, so it's got a larger connection here. But if you do not have a handheld shower in your tub, buying something like this for about $10 at Walmart or some other store will make your shampooing process a whole lot easier. The other thing is that if your veterinarian has prescribed some sort of dip therapy like lime sulfur dip, you are going to want to have a designated mixing container. So an old milk jug works great. This is the lime sulfur dip. It smells horrible. So you want to be able to have a place outside that you can mix it, and then you want to have a designated mixing container so that this is the only thing that it's used for, and when your pet is finished with this therapy, you can throw it away. Keep the top, close it up, keep it outside. Usually it's an ounce or two per gallon of water, so a gallon jug is perfect for mixing this particular therapy, topical therapy, and this is typically used after a shampoo. The other thing you may want, if your pet is a little nervous, a little antsy with the shampooing process, you may want to get a muzzle for them. And this just protects you, and actually having a muzzle on your pet will make them feel a little bit more calm. They know that they cannot do anything defensively like bite you when they have this on, and oftentimes they'll relax and allow you to do your procedure without fighting you too much. So they come in a variety of sizes, from extra small to extra, extra large for the very large dog. And there are also some for kitty cats. And the kitty cat muzzle actually covers the eyes as well as keeps the mouth protected and closed. And when cats can't see what you're doing, they also tend to settle down and allow you to do what you need to do. So the very last thing that you need to do as pre-preparation for the shampoo is to mix the shampoo with a little bit of water. Now this is a Dr. Pat thing, but I really think that it preserves the medicated shampoo and allows you to get a really good distribution of the medicine. Remember that prescribed shampoo is medicine. It's not just hair therapy, it's skin therapy. And so we want to make sure that we get the shampoo from head to toe. And so what I usually tell owners to do is to get a little plastic bottle like this. And I think if you know someone who colors their hair, they'll probably have one of these around the house. And what you want to do is put about an ounce of shampoo in the bottle first, and then you want to fill the bottle up with water. And this isn't quite full. We'll go ahead and fill it the rest of the way before we shampoo. But once you get it filled with water, you're going to want to mix the shampoo with the water so that it goes on a lot easier. And this is a lifesaver. It saves the shampoo. It makes it easier. It doesn't get all globbed on in one place, and it makes it lather a lot easier. Well, you'll see when we do the shampoo, and we're going to do that next. But go ahead and find a 8-ounce bottle, ounce of shampoo with 7 ounces of water, mix it, and you're ready to go. The very last thing is to make sure you have artificial tears ointment or solution. We're going to put this in the pet's eyes before we do the shampoo. That's going to protect the eyes from soap and water. Don't forget to shampoo the head. The head and the face need to be shampooed just like the rest of the body, but we want to make sure that we protect the eyes from soap and water, and this is one of the best ways to do it.